Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Boy, this whole month, like I realized it is now the 27th, I believe. Yes, April 27th. This month has just gone by so fast. And thank you to all of our everyone that's tuned in over the past week or so with the old school new wave contest. We finished that up just on Friday. So if you want to go back and watch that, we have that posted up for you. You can go back and see who the winner was of the contest. But of course, we will have the winners again come on and do a quick little interview as well. We'll have Jose Lasra, who he hasn't been on here yet, but I've had I had him for a full interview already, and then his little contest little bit. So we'll have him back in a little while as well. So, but tonight I'm going to welcome back Fatal Nines into the studio. Welcome back, sir.
What it do?
Good to see you. And I had you just almost 2 weeks ago. It's been April 15th.
What, about 2?
Almost 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to have you back, and then we're going to just do this little follow-up. I don't even know if it's really technically an interview, but it's just our little follow-up segment. So I thought everyone could see what you're up to, what's been going on, and maybe a little bit about our potential collaboration.
Oh, yeah, no.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. So those of you who are joining, did you freeze? You're okay, you're good? Like, don't sit too still because then you look like you froze. Please tell everybody just a little bit about yourself first before we continue on.
Yeah, they know my name, Fatal Nines, from small town Page in South Carolina. 35, been doing this music stuff for over 10 years plus. Trying to get everything coordinated, get my ducks in line, if you want to say. Trying to do a lot of big moves this year. I'm gonna say this is the new beginning of me. So right now, just look for Fatal Nines in a lot of areas right now. And that marks my words right there. I'm gonna be everywhere. Everywhere.
Billboards.
Oh, now that is my goal. That's one of the goals. I was just talking to my mentor about that, about on them Billboard charts.
Yeah. It can happen. There's nothing wrong with pursuing the dreams and making them a reality, right? Absolutely.
That's the whole passion behind it.
That's right. You want
to make sure that you get something out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell everybody your latest releases. When you were with me, we had a couple. You just had out, I think, 2 new releases, I believe. Please tell everybody just a little bit about those real quick before we go into the new stuff.
Well, I got one that I was telling you about the contest before that I'm pretty sure a couple of my fans already know. They done heard the song or whatever, but I'm gonna give, that's one of the songs I got. Then the other one is basically, I think my town really know who this is. It's an old artist of mine. I ain't gonna say old, but I'm gonna say one of my best friends when it came to this, when I first started, and he pursued his own dream, and I'm doing mine, but we still stayed in connect, and we finally got the song done, and I want to release that one on here.
Yeah.
His name is, they know him, his name's Stefan, we call him Stackz, you know what I'm saying? But the name of the song is called Ripley City. So we represent Paisley to the fullest, like always. And the contest song, Hell on Earth.
Yeah.
And then the 2 I got. Paranoid still is the single. Yep. They're still out. So we got them, and I got much, much more to come.
Well, Ray Smith is here with us. He's like, "What's up, Fatal? Contest track is fire."
Oh, see, my dog, he on it. He had a lot of ears and opinions on it, and I truly salute him too, because He been down with me since day one too.
Yeah. And then we have Laura in here too. Sky is the limit. He's
Oh,
very talented and just amazing
yeah.
all
That's he.
around. Yes. All the fans.
Man.
I remember Ray commented, I think the last time we posted. So it's good to have him back. Can't wait to hear. Okay. Yeah, so you got some fans in here, which is good. I always love when the artists can bring their fans with them everywhere they go. And right now, it's like the greatest thing to just see them all pop up and say their little comments and supportive. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. You're all amazing, amazing, amazing fans. I love it. And your support is awesome. Yeah. So we've been talking a little bit back and forth. You have, I wanted to go into, well, you can either decide if you want to talk about the film project or if you want to talk about more of the music aspect.
I mean, I can really say both because like right now, that was just like, I ain't gonna say last minute, but I feel like as an artist, and if you starting your legacy, everybody want to know your story and all this. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows like a documentary is probably like something that is a good route to go. So I'm working on my own solo documentary just as well as we speak. And we got some different more plans. Me and a fellow friend was talking about an animation show, cartoon type thing, and plus the music, like the music wise, like I'm trying to get a lot of, I want like the most features as I can.
Yeah.
Like I want to basically like feature with you. Matter of fact, I want to feature with you. I want to feature with a couple more fellow
I
friends.
wasn't going to say that just yet, but I was going to.
I'm just saying that's my goal. That's my goal. I want to get features from everybody.
Yeah. Now the cat's out of the bag, but that's one of the things we were talking about was we might just do this little collaboration and stuff. So that's in the works. We'll see. Hey Joel, what's good? Well, everything's good right now. Got Fatal Nines in the house. So that's good.
What it do?
Talking about his new releases, talking about his projects coming up. One of them being a possible, okay, it's not going to be, it is going to happen. We'll make it happen. We'll make a collaboration happen between the two of us. We'll see how it turns out.
I think it's going to go better than you think. I think it is.
Okay. All right. We'll try it. And then if it just backfires, then we just won't release it. Check your inbox. Okay, yes, I'll check my inbox for sure. My inbox or Fatal's inbox? What are we talking about here? He's like, what up, Fatal?
What up, dog? What up, big dog?
Yeah, he's good. We're good. We're doing okay. Let's talk about the film. Okay, so it's going to be your documentary, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have you started filming it yet?
Yeah, I've been doing little shots here and there. I probably started maybe say like last Wednesday, Tuesday-ish. I've probably been doing a little bit of footage, you know what I'm saying? More of like the realistic part, like where I'm born and raised, my stomping grounds, the shots around the town, and trying to basically keep it as realistic as possible because I don't do nothing fake. So I want everybody to be truthful about stuff. I interview people and just basically tell you exactly how it is and exactly about, you know what I'm saying, of how I started to the beginning to now. So yeah. I'm gonna go straight down like interviews with my mom, fellow cousins, friends, whoever. I'm doing that full-blown documentary about everything.
Yeah. And your sister too, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course. See, now I just left that out because that's the surprise on
it. Well, I just remember from the last time that you were here with me and I was asking you about how, because you took a time off, you took hiatus leave, and then, things happened with your sister and then you have made her a promise. And then that's what started, the music back on. So we have to shout her out, of course, and,
Oh,
give
of
her
course.
for boosting you back in here. So, shout out to sisters.
Exactly.
Of course. Yeah. Good for her. So, it's always good to have you in here. And I'm very excited that you've been working very hard, even though it's only been 2 weeks that we talked last. And you're like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And now, so you're all doing a little bit of the film. So that's underway. When do you think you'll have it completed?
October.
October.
Fully completed, done, ready to release. I say October.
October. And then where did you say we were going to find that on again?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm gonna try to put it on everywhere.
Okay. Like, I want to see it on Netflix. Will that happen?
Now that right there will be. I would love to do that.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
I wish I had connections to somebody at Netflix.
Yeah, like Hulu, Netflix, or one of them. I would love to be on.
If you're watching this and you know somebody who works at Netflix.
Yeah, like please drop us a link in the inbox or something. Like we need information to get to them.
I don't know how to go about that. I don't even know who to contact. I really don't know.
That is a good question. I wonder who could I talk to, just like to get that started.
Right. The important thing is that you are working on it and you're going to release it, and then you actually have like a timeline, which is the important thing, because some people go into a project without an actual kind of timeline, and then they either, well, I mean, there's 2 points to it, right? One is that you could just have a consistent project that you're working on. You don't actually have the final date until you're completely satisfied with it. Or you can have an actual timeline where, like, okay, this is starting now, and then in October, we're done filming, that's it. And you would have to be completely satisfied with all the results along the way. What would you be happy with?
That's how I'm running with, because like back then, the things that I knew then, I couldn't put no timeline on it because it was more that I had so much on my plate, including with me and this artist and this artist, this artist, this artist. So it was like I took the time to fall back and just think about Fatal Nines. It was more like all the times and the dates is really ain't even a factor, because the music is not the factor. Like music is easy, recording is easy. That never been a problem because I always got time for that. So now the dates is really basically just coming to off the top, because I'm basically giving my own self a deadline. It's not like somebody saying, "Look, you got to October." No, I'm saying myself. My album is gonna be done by October. My documentary is gonna be done by October. I still got much more music. I'm still trying to push a mixtape while I'm doing this, and videos for the songs, and do features, and do tours. I'm trying to get every notch performances, everything this whole year. October is the release of everything, most likely. I'm gonna just leave it like October is my goal for everything.
Yeah, that's, well, we got 5-6 months away. October. Yeah. It's doable and it's manageable. So
that's probably like easy to me, because if I really wanted to shut myself down like I used to, I could drop a mixtape in a week.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about 5-10 songs. I'm talking about I used to drop mixtape. Every mixtape that I dropped was over about 15 to 20 songs. And I record them within like a week and drop them in a month.
Well, yeah, and then that's what you're saying. You're saying like even during your time off, while things were happening, you were writing and writing and writing and writing songs consistently. So there's like a backup. It's almost like a backup disc of all your music already.
I'm gonna put it like this. All these is notebooks.
Ray is saying he could drop the album next week if he wanted.
See? And he know. The last mixtape I dropped, I recorded that mixtape, that whole mixtape in 3 days, and I dropped it in a week.
There you go.
So that's not a problem. That is not. I got songs for days. I got enough songs right now.
Oh, you like
I
that?
can.
You should hashtag that song for days.
Like I got. Oh man, so many songs I've been holding back, and songs that I wanted to release, and then I was waiting, and then I started giving everybody else opportunity to step up, and I
Yeah.
put myself on the pedestal, and then I'm like, okay, it's my time now. Now I got all these songs I've been waiting to release, and like I said, this year that's just only one album. I have enough songs. I ain't even gonna say I got enough songs to probably make 30 albums.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. Joel's like hashtag songs for days.
And one of them had them notebooks is just like one notebook is probably 3 albums, and I got 3. And that's just right here.
Yeah. Oh man, that's incredible. It is, and I like artists like that are consistently working even though they're not technically working. Like even right now during quarantine, things like that, people are, some people are being active and they're doing events or they're doing things on social media and concerts, this and that, the next, and other people are actually kind of laying low, but they're still being like, they're still working on things, which is, it's good because you're consistently being active and you're being creative, and it shows that you're still growing. You're not stopping. So, okay, Terrell is like 5 new tracks on the way. Round 11 teen music. Hey, 5 new tracks. Yes, that's what you said. You said you're working on a few as well. So 5 new tracks. How many are you working on right now at this moment? 10.
And they basically they just waiting on me to record them. That's really all my songs is wrote. All my songs is laid out. Only thing I have to do is just sit down, turn my mic on, get it. I just haven't done that. I just wanted to make sure all my ducks was in line first. Now that I have the right team behind me, now I have the right scheme behind me, and I have the right supporters behind me, I won't fail. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you need, is a consistent fan base, and even if you only have a few fans, but it's like that support just from them, that that even though you're writing music for yourself, but you're also, that people love your music, and that they're going to be there for you through thick and thin. That's what it's about as well. Is just knowing that even if you have, just like I said, just those few fans, they get your music too, and it's like, it makes such a world of difference to them. Like I remember growing up, and I've had my favorite bands or my favorite artists, things like that, and it was just like, it was like the coolest thing whenever they released something, and I was just like, oh, this is just the greatest thing all the time, like consistently, and it makes your day, but also like you start relating to the music a little bit more as well, and then you start relating to the artist, and then that's how your fans connect with you, is they start learning more about you. And if you are releasing music that is more personal, it's up to you if you do that, of course. Like not all artists will create music that's very personal to them. They don't want to give out too much information, or it's just kind of like I just had this idea one day and I'm just gonna make a song about it, which is fine too. But it shows your fans how creative you are, but it gives them that spectrum. It's not just, oh, well, he's throwing out songs left, right, and center because, he's just bored or whatever. If you're actually consistently making a story with it, or if you're making something for your fans, or if you're making something that, like you said, for your sister or your family, and it's deep down and it, and when you're singing it and people see that and you just have that passion, that creates that connection more and more with that audience, right? So to me, I love seeing that. I love the whole creative process, right? From the writing to releasing, and knowing that your fans are they're standing there and they're just waiting for you. And they're like, I can't wait. until this releases.
And see,
So,
I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about that is one thing that I learned in this business. Your hometown will not stand up for you more than the outside. That's a quote that Andre 3000 used to say, and I remember that
wow.
back when he used to say that. Like, I'm not down in my town, not
Yeah.
down in it, but it's too much competition. But it's also I've never been in competition with nobody. So like I said, once again, I always been the one that was open arms, helping people out, trying to pick them up, give them closer to their passion. But little do they know that I have a passion for just as well. So, long story short, my fans, mainly the ones that know my music, I don't rap about stuff that I don't have, like big rims on my car and stacks in the bank and all that. Man, my body, that's that just flashy. All my fans know that my music, everything in my songs is basically based on truth about me. I never wrote I ain't gonna say no gimmick song. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So as my fans are really my fans because they know like he telling the truth. Like Ray would take the dude that was just quoting Ray. He would tell you paranoid in the songs that I just wrote. If you listen to the lyrics, everything I said was the truth.
Yep.
Everything from the beginning to the end. Everything that I'm talking now, it's about me. I don't have to talk about it. Back then I used to rap just to rap. Now I'm rapping about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about nothing else. Like that's something that I haven't done is show emotions. And one of my best friends told me that I was not the type to show emotions, but now I'm working on that. And it's like now, since I let that guard down, I feel better about it.
Yeah. I think that's hard. I don't know if it's hard for males in general or if it's just hard for some artists. I can't really even specify if it's even like a gender related thing because I think
They
even
pride.
I
It's they
sometimes
pride.
yeah
It's they pride. They don't want to
maybe
talk about R&B songs, rapping about girls, and man, I don't mind. I'm versatile. Like I said, I don't even if I had to choose what type of gender music, R&B is my top. I love R&B. I'm
yeah
old school. I love Keith Sweat and all that, all the old school. But as far
yeah
as that goes, that's what it is. It's pride. They scared to get the chance to think. People gonna be like, bro, you was rapping about guns and money and drugs, and now you talking about taking a girl home and all that. Like, okay, but what's the problem? There's no problem with it. That's what type of artist he is.
yeah it's great. I just when you can actually do that is get a little bit vulnerable and then talk about somebody in your life or that kind of romantic aspect of a song and be able to go there. Sometimes like those turn out just amazing songs, but I mean of course no one ever
I ain't
has.
even gonna lie. That's what I was dreading. I could say I was always in that time back when I started doing like my very first mixtape, Cloud9. Everybody know my fans to say out of all my songs that I ever done, they always say Superman was the number my part like the best song I did when it come to that. And I think that too because it was one of the ones I actually was basically testing the water. But then I was like, okay, I kind of like that side too. It was more like I was just testing the water, but I wasn't afraid of what people think. It was more like I didn't expect it to come out as good as it did. And
That's
the
good.
reactions that I got, I was like, wow.
Which is good because that's what you need. You need even yourself to go wow and feel it and just go, this is incredible. So Joel is saying, for me, your favorite artist you know a lot about because they speak their truths and feel to hit that level, you have to be vulnerable. True. That's true, Joel. Very true. Thank you for that. It is. To be able to reach down deep inside and to be able to sing about something that's close to your heart and personable and to be able to let that out sometimes is a very difficult thing for people to do. So when you can do that, you reach a whole nother level. So Shelly, hi Shelly. Hi. Are you going to bust a rhyme or did I miss it? Oh, well, I don't know, Shelly, if you've been, of course, I've had my contest all week. I don't know if Fatal, I don't know if you were watching any of the interviews I did this past week. But we
I
had
watched a couple.
a couple. So, I had artists on and they've actually had to wrap off the beat that they were given. So they had to perform live. So I don't know if we should put
Yeah,
you on.
I remember. Yeah, I seen like about 2 or 3. I was catching. I was like, okay, because I was even commenting on one. He was actually dope.
Huh? They worked really hard for
Yeah, I
this.
could tell.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have a lot of time either. Like I think we only gave them about a week and they had to get it all together and perform
Yeah,
it.
now that right there, that's why I said like they don't know how hard it is to really like. It's the difference when you stand in front of that mic or you stand in front of that camera. It's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. So they brought it. They all came in here and they gave it all their best shot and they just brought it. It was great. It was wonderful.
So did y'all come down to the winners? Y'all think like, or y'all still doing the judging?
No, we did the judging was last Friday. So I have the winners posted up in my Instagram, but there were 2 winners, one for the new wave and one for the old school. So they're posted. Okay. So I don't know. You can check them out and see if maybe, who knows, you can do a collaboration with them or something.
Yeah, I'm most definitely gonna do that.
You never know. So, and if there's anybody that you saw over that week or so that you want to, work with, hit them up. Just be like, hey.
I got you.
I saw you.
So let's do a track.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Shelly's like, yes, I missed it. Busy doing yard work. So sorry I missed out. You didn't miss anything, Shelly. He hasn't gone into anything yet.
Yeah.
We can put him on. William Slater's round 11 team. Hey, William. How's it going?
That's my engineer.
Nice. Where does William live down there too in the South Carolina?
Nah, he's up in New York.
Oh, he's a New Yorker. Whereabouts in New York does he live?
I forgot exactly, but I remember we was talking about it, but it's just not on my mind right now. But
yeah,
I just know that that's where I'm going to record possibly my album.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just like, for those of you watching and wondering what I'm doing right now, you see, I moved the studio, so my lights are a little weird. Like, I really don't like my lights right now, and I'm just like, this just sucks. So I'm really gonna have to play around with things. Meanwhile, I'm like, I tell like all the artists, I'm like, make sure that you have a well-lit area and all this kind of stuff. And here I am, and it's just like dark, and I'm like, this isn't working. It was so horrible. I'm so sorry. Thanks for all the love. Round 11 team music. Hashtag the vault. What's the vault?
We're gonna let you find out about it.
Oh.
See,
okay.
I told you.
But if I'm collaborating with you, I should know some inside stuff.
Well, right now, I'm trying to get a couple songs with like somebody to sing right now. That's the image that I'm looking for right now. But features that I have right now, I can say Fraser Boy. I got a couple back with a couple artists from back home, my hometown. I just did a song with my fellow friend. He's in Japan right now, and we doing a song together. I got a collaboration with him. I got a couple more people that I'm trying to reach, but I'm not gonna say no names right now. But
he's like,
I don't want to say no names, and then it don't happen. Like, and I'm like, oh, you sold us a dream. Like, no, I mean,
he's like, I want to say so bad right now, but he's like,
yeah, I do, but I just don't want to be like, okay, I got it, and then it'd be like, no, and I'm like, oh,
Slater. Ray says Slater Recording Studios.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for that, Ray. I'll just add them up.
Oh yeah, if anybody close to New York, hit him up because he's top notch.
Cool. It's good. It's important to have a good sound engineer, and it's important to have a good beat producer. It's important to have your sound engineer. I think I already said that. But yeah, like all of these people that are going to be consistently working with you through every single step of the way, including your fans, are, I think, a very important aspect of your career that can make or break you sometimes. So have you used the same people for a long time, or have you switched out people?
Switch. I had to.
Okay.
It was it. I ain't gonna. I'm
You
gonna just
don't
be
have
blunt
to
about
say.
it. I'm gonna just be blunt about it because I put, like I said before in the first interview, I gave my loyalty to the wrong people, and at the moment their drive wasn't like mine. Which that a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on, but I want this shit bad. Hey, I want this bad. And it was like I said, after the incident happened with my sister, and I got the phone call, and then my mentor hit me up, and then knowing that I got people like Ray and William and my mentor and my family and my supporters, they told me, I've been telling me for years, you got this by yourself. Like, I understand there's no I in team, but you are the team.
Yeah.
Like, I do make my own beats. I can make my own beats. I do my own engineering, do my own recording. I do my own videos. I do my own logos. I'm on my own label. There's nobody down here like that. There's nobody down here that can say they got a main industry feature from anybody. I'm not bragging, but I am being cocky right now because at the end of the day, I don't have to have all the money. It's about who you know. I have a team. It ain't got to do. I don't. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. I'm gonna just leave it. I have a real team now. Yeah. I'm gonna say that Round 11 team is the team, and that's the team I'm riding with. Period.
There you go. Your ride or die team now.
Yep.
There you go. Perfect. I mean, that's what it's about, right? Is you know that they're going to stick by your side and they're going to work hard and they're going to work hard together. And you know, it's okay to have your bragging rights moment, but it's also important that you do realize, and you already do, you realize that it is your whole team that makes everyone who they are, and they're making you as well, and they're helping you to grow. But you're also inspiring them by creating new music, and you're helping them to like, okay, well, what can we play with on this track, or what new beat can we do, or here or there. So not only are you expanding yourself, but you're also expanding your team's creativity as well. Maybe that you don't even necessarily know it, but that's what you're doing, right? Is that
I think they are more inspired by me because they know like I hear this every day. Like I talk to my team every day. They literally we talk on the phone for hours every day. Like they tell me numerous of times like we don't have we just need you to find you. I heard a beat, or I got my people got a beat that I can hear you on. It's all day, every day with me, and it's consistent. And I like that because it's like they believe in me more than I believe in myself. And I sit back and I wonder, but then I'll be like, I see why, because it's like they always being like they always say, if you basically have a passion for it, real people gonna see it, and they seen it, and they been on the team ever since, and ever since then they don't push me in the last starting this year to now. I done had so much work done, and it's been so easy that this has been the easiest year that I had the whole time I ever been in the musician.
That's good. But you've been through a rough patch, and that kind of makes your character. So it's not necessarily a bad thing ever to go through a rough time or to have to sit back a little bit and take time off. But even during your time off, you were still working. So you can't even say like I wouldn't even call it a rough patch per se. Really.
It was a wake-up call. Because at that moment, I was doing more work with other artists, and I wasn't pushing myself. It was more like I stopped rapping and I put the artist in the closet, and I bring the engineer out. That's what I really do love doing, but I decided to put the engineer in the closet now. The artist is out, so It's more like now as the artist I'm creating, I was already there. I already created the art. I just had to find him, and I found him, and I'm very satisfied and very conceited about it. Like right now, I feel like I'm Nicky Buns. I'm untouchable.
When's the next song going to be released? You said you have 10.
I put it like this. I can release this for right now. If I really wanted to, I can release a song every day for the rest of this year. If I really wanted to. But the next song gonna be released. I'm released. The matter of fact, y'all will be the first ones to actually hear this song that I have to feature with my fellow artist Stackz. Ain't nobody heard this. Nobody. It's not going. This can be on my album, but he did it for me because I made the beat and I wanted him on it because I always show respect to all my artists that I actually work with. But I want him to have more ownership over the song because
yeah, that's good.
just out of respect.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. So, does he
just say I'll let you hear the song whenever?
Whenever. So he hasn't even set a date or anything yet. He's like
he asked me, I asked him to do the song, sent it back. He asked me what I was gonna do with it. I told him I'm gonna promote it. He said, bet. Yeah. So from there on, he knows what I'm gonna do with it.
And you'll see it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then whenever we do our little song too, it'll be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's going on the album. That's going on the album.
Oh boy.
Don't be afraid. Don't be nervous. You gotta be nervous. That's going on the album. Like I gotta make sure that I do my job just as well.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. No promises. I mean, if it doesn't end up there, I'm okay with that.
We're gonna basically make it work. I promise you that. We're gonna make it work some way, somehow.
Okay. It might be like the release next year.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
I may have to, kind of go over my verse a few times before I actually. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows what will happen, right?
True.
This might be a really cool thing, or it might just be like you might just be like, don't even talk to me ever again.
Oh no. Because I see that you have the passion for music just as well. So I would never judge you. Like never judge your character with the music anyway. As long as you be you.
You won't judge me. You won't judge me to my face, but you'll be sitting behind the camera and you're like.
Oh man. And see, I'm gonna tell you one thing, and see my team. I don't know. I guess they brought that out of me because they ain't gonna do it behind the camera. They gonna be like, nah, garbage. Nah, start over. Nah. No, like right there in front of your face. You like, what? Like, yeah, no, that ain't it.
No, do it again.
Yeah.
Ray's like, here, let's hear that track. Can we hear it a little bit? He's going to play. Yes. Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I think he's got to find it. Let's give him a second to find it. Those of you who are in here watching, hi. Thank you for joining us. I apologize about my lighting. I just moved him.
That Kirko bang, I let it bang quick. I got cash in advance and I'm trying to bank it. 100 round chopper when I chop, you gotta think quick. Let my old hoes go, I'm riding with my main chick. Cops try to lock me and that seller never change shit. No, I got money off those bill, I'm on that same shit. You say you're so full of dollar, what you think?
That's my boy Stackz, by the way.
Mobbing with the dogs, couple piece, y'all just I can get you hit by a chick, that's a slut, motherfucker. Thin line, I got the scars, what I've been through. I would never trust him, you and him and them too. town taught me that, and I ain't got all to that. Roger, do you copy that? And tell him never copy that. Got the whole city on my back like a lumberjack, and I would never bumper that. Boy, you know I'm reppin'. I'm a beat-down rapper, and I'm one of a kind, and I can tell if you're real by the look in your eyes. And I've been all around the globe, and I've been on the other side. You better rep your city, cause I'm gon' rep mine. Now I'm a beat-down rapper, and I'm one of a kind, and I can tell if you're real by the look in your eyes. And I've been all around the globe, and I've been on the other side. You better rep your city, cause I'm gon' rep mine. Now rep
It's easy, beats to that for me, so yeah, I'm still on that same shit. East I go to boy the movement, yeah, the same click. Cuban Taylor with the tube, that's how I frame shit. Never tell him I ain't one, yeah, that same shit. I made it, kept it 100, never faked it. Ain't got no motherfucking tolerance for all that fakeness. Cause you can keep the hate you want, just embrace it. The flow cause flash floods, remember to wave it. Same shit, half of you niggas ride the same bitch. I'm dropping media shouts whenever the rain hits. I rip my city, do you copy that? Every track I'm on, yes, I body that. Like a loose train off the track, ain't no stopping that. Known to hold my own weight down without nobody fat. Cause hell wherever you party at. First with able to yell and take the scenes where the body's at. That's the trip to the morgue where they stopping at. Okay. I will stop. But yeah, shout out to my boy Stackz, man. Like he really did his thing on that song, man.
Yeah, that was good. It's a good one. So when are you gonna?
By the way, it's called. I mean, it's gonna be released real soon. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is good with the cleaning. Cause that's the rough draft. That's not even no work done to it. Like I haven't done. I just played the straight song from recorded.
Yeah, I think it's almost there.
Yeah. Oh, once I sent it to Slater, my boy William. Oh yeah, it's there. It's there then.
I think it sounds pretty good, and of course, like I can't hear it all the greatest because it's over there, but it sounds pretty good. But you'll be able to catch the little things because, of course, where you have to change and make a little edits or whatever. So yeah, but it sounds pretty good so far. So
thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's, like I said, that's just straight blueprint. That's no mix or master. That's just straight recorded.
Wow, that's good. I mean, if you can do that, why not, right? Like some people, how long did it take for you? You didn't even write it. You just came out with it, just on the spot, right?
Yeah, because I had a lot of beats that I had put back for myself, and that was one that I always wanted. I was like, you know what? Me and him always made songs about Paisley. Like every time we made a song, it either been about the hood or Paisley. So I was like, you know what? Let's make another anthem, called Rip the City, and you do what you do, send it back to me. 24 hours, you send it back. Just like that. I put my verse in there. Today, you heard it.
Yeah, there you go. Certified real street. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you can write a song and record it in less than 72 hours or even less than 24 hours, and it's as good as those every single time, then you're winning. Absolutely. All the time. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you're releasing them too, because I think we talked about this last time, how it was more important to realize that you don't want to be releasing things all too often because people kind of get, not,
they get burned out.
I don't want to be sick of your music, but it doesn't give them as much to look forward to as to like, people are waiting. When's the next one? It's like, we know Christmas is coming, but it's like, if it comes a little earlier,
we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Then we can get a couple more songs. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it. Right now, my goal is at least. I want to say at least right now that's gonna be released. I'm still got the contest song going on, the Hell on Earth. That one's still out. Matter of fact, that one is out now. That's on YouTube now. Then I still got Paranoid. Then I got another one coming. I don't want to spoil that one because I know for a fact like this one really gonna be. I think me and my team, we really sat down and we did the homework on this one. And I think this is gonna be the one that's gonna really change the whole dynamic of who I really am. And I'm gonna say the name of it. It's called Trouble Man. I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna just leave it like that. The name of the song is called Trouble Man.
Yeah. Lots of trouble right there.
Oh man. You're gonna be shocked to see and then it's not one of the songs where you think, oh, he gonna be talking about killing and robbing. No, it's not that kind of trouble.
Okay.
It's gonna be realistic trouble, like some things that I did in my past, like you was mentioning earlier, like you was like, oh, people don't want to talk about stuff. I don't care now, because I know everything I speak now is the truth. So I mean, I'm gonna let it be known now. I mean, how I feel now, since I'm not in competition with nobody, but it's a competition, you can't beat the truth.
Yeah. Well, I think also if you can, I don't know, in a way, if you sing about your past, or you're doing something with your past and it kind of needs closure, this is kind of like a big thing that can actually do that for you. Is, you know, you can write about it and then you can sing about it and then be like, okay, yeah, I felt good about that. And let's put that in the past now and then we're good. Or who knows, maybe you can just make a continuation, like I said, and make a story of little steps along the way, but you don't have to release it all at once. You could just be like a little bit now and then have a continuation and go on to the next one, right? So
every song that's going on my album is basically like that. It's like Paranoid. Paranoid is an old song, but the lyrics is really facts, because it's like I was going through that phase at that moment as well. I went through that phase a couple times. So that song was like one of the ones that stuck in me, because it was like I went through that phase a couple times in that song. So I was like, I gotta get that song off. Like you said, once you get it past you, you're good. The Paranoid left, and I did the little contest, and I was like, okay, that's not deep enough. And I did the feature with him. That's not deep. Trouble Man is one where it goes back to 99, 2000, the Fatal Nines that they knew in 99 to 2004, where they was like, well, everybody called me an asshole. Sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna just say that it's the asshole is back. So it's more of that character on Trouble Man. So I can let that go. Then I got every song is on the album is basically, like I said, it's around me. It's not about a particular person or nothing. It's about me. The name of matter of fact, the name of my album is going to be The Trials and Tribulations of Chris McCray. There it is. That's the name of my album.
There we have it. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to say that. Thank you for that.
Then I might drop a mixtape. I'm thinking about it. But I feel like if I did that, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna do like a little way. So like how I did Carter 1, Carter 2. I'm gonna do the Sasquatch movie. I'm gonna do a Sasquatch. It's gonna be Sasquatch Chronicles 1 to about 4.
Well, maybe if our track together turns out pretty good, I could be on the mixtape too.
Well, that's even better then, because if you're gonna do the mixtape feel, I got the perfect song for you.
Oh, okay. We gotta do this.
So if we do the mixtape, yeah, I got the perfect song for you.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this now. I'm just like, I was telling him, okay, so Fatal and I, like, we will message a little bit back and forth when we have, like, he's got this idea and he's like, Cari, you know, I've got this plan. And I'm like, he's like, do you want to sing a song? And I was like, he's like, you're an artist, right? And I was like, well, I mean, I've written 2 songs ever. Artists, like, I've danced before, and you know, and I do some acting, you know, dabble in things. So
okay.
I can't draw worth anything, that type of artistry. Don't even get me to draw. I draw like stick people. I'm very good at the sun. I can draw a circle and the rays, but you know. But I'm a very creative person overall. Okay. I have really good ideas, and I could probably come up with a lot of fabulous ideas for a song too, but that's your job. Anyway, so he says, you know, let's do this song. And I was like, well, I said, I'm not like a singer per se. And he's like, well, let's just do this and see what happens. He says, well,
Like,
we'll
what?
be good.
We'll get you right. Like, only thing you got to do if you put you on that track, leave the rest to me.
Okay.
Me and my team gonna make sure that
he'll send me one word here. Just sing this, and you're good. Throw me on the hook, and it's like 4 words. And I'll be good. This might work out. It might actually work out now. We might be good.
If it be 4 words, 4 words.
Just saying, it could happen. But anyway, we'll kind of see how this creative process goes together, and then we'll share it with people once we actually, make something.
Yeah. we actually get the concept recorded and all, then we'll see what type of feel we get from fans and supporters.
Who knows? Knows what will happen. It might be.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a thumbs up. You're gonna get more credit than you think you are.
I hope so. Ray says it's going to work. So Ray thinks he believes in me. I need some supporters. Maybe I should start doing something.
Well, I mean, I believe in you. I believe that you can do
it. You know what? I don't necessarily have doubts about it. I know I could do it, but it's maybe necessarily how it's going to sound.
Oh well, but like you have a team, you have a supporter that can take care of that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. It's like it'll be the deadline now of when we're gonna make this happen. That's the that's it.
We put like this. We ain't even gonna have one. We just gonna.
Yeah, let's just play.
Whenever you say you ready, let me know.
Okay.
Whenever you ready.
Yeah. And then I want to do I don't know how many ideas you have, but I'd like to do the mixtape thing too. That would be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll definitely leave you a slot on that.
Shoot me some
couple slots. I'll do a couple slots if you want. I mean, I'm always down to do business. Like okay. I'm always doing especially if you tell me what kind of song that you feeling or that's in your radius, I'll pick the perfect song for you. See, I already know because I go off voices. I listen to the voice and I listen to the beat.
Yeah. But
so I already know what beat that I can hear your voice on.
Oh yeah? Okay. That's good.
I'm not also an artist now. I'm also a producer and engineer as well.
Yeah. I'm very much a person that one of the reasons why I'm into radio and into music and everything is that I've been wanting to do this since I was little. This is actually one of my dream jobs to do. So I'm thrilled to be doing this, but also I've got this knack of picking really good music. So I would hear songs on the radio and I would tell my friends or I'd tell my parents, I'd be like, this song is going to be within the top 10 in the next week or whatever. And sure enough, it would be within the top 10, but not just the top 10, it would be within the top 5. And then I'd be like, okay, well, it's in the top 5, but I bet in another couple weeks, it's going to be number 1. So sure enough, it would slide into first place. So I've got a knack for that. I haven't done it in a while because I actually haven't been listening to just the radio, right? I've been listening to all these songs that all these artists are sending me. And it's like, okay, well, thank you. And listening to this, but then I would get really bad. And then I have my Spotify playlist of all the stuff that I really like. And then I get stuck on that playlist for a while. And then I don't broaden my horizons at all. So, so I have to actually get off Spotify actually, no, I can't even say that. I have to dedicate time to actually just listening to the radio. The only thing about the radio too, sometimes I find is that you can listen to the radio, let's say you turned on today and then there's whatever playlist they have. Of course, usually they play the same set in the morning and then in the evening. So you hear it twice a day at least. And then you can turn off the radio, or maybe just listen to it for a couple of days. Then you could turn the radio off. And then let's say in 2 or 3 months time, you can turn the radio back on and it's almost guaranteed to be the same songs that are playing on the radio. There may or may not be a new release.
No, that's the truth. You telling the truth, because 9 times out of 10, if you listen to the radio station, they time and with certain songs they play. Like, okay, when the baby first dropped.
Yeah.
When he first dropped, I heard this man's song literally on 5 different radio stations in 5 different cars in the parking lot at my job. One dude was playing on Power 98. As soon as it went off, that radio played. As soon as that went off, I was like, man, hold on. Like, how is, I mean, I ain't gonna say how is it, but when you constantly turn it on, you're gonna basically hear it's like certain people all day, every day. I ain't talking about for months. You will hear that for a while.
Yeah. Laura says, love all his music that I've heard so far. Sure, anything he does is fire.
Okay.
No, I need to listen to more of it. Well, I will. I'll get it firsthand and I'll have to be on it. And then she'll be like, it's not so fire now, Cari. No. She'll be like thumbs down emojis and she'll be like, no, just don't. We'll see. We'll see. No promises, but I think it'll be fun. I'm up for the challenge, that's for sure. So I don't know if it'll ever make to the radio, to the big times, but who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? Yeah, if I say who knows? Right?
Yeah. But I like the music that you can. Laura's like, nah, it will be. Aw, I love you. She's my new fan. You're great. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, this is going to be like the radio thing. But sometimes, it's good that you know your music's out there and you can hear it on every single radio station. But at the same time, if it's consistently being played over and over and over again, how would you feel about that?
I think it'd
be a tough question because
if I probably could say it, hearing it over and over again, that probably wouldn't really bother me, especially knowing if I like go outside and I hear somebody playing my song and it's like on the radio and I'm hearing it. I think that's like winning I guess you want to say winning the lottery. It's like knowing that your song just hit the radio station. That's like feel like that same feeling like winning the lottery, knowing that you actually hearing it and it's getting played over it and over again. That'd be cool. But it's a difference because I'm the type of artist that like, okay, that song played for a month, hit him with another.
Yeah.
See what I'm gonna do. Hit him with another one. Like, I'm not gonna do like, I ain't gonna say like the baby, but you play one song and then it hit the billboards and then it's playing over and over again. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
So while that song hit the billboard, the other one's going up.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Hitting the billboard is another thing, because you want your music to stay on the Billboard chart for as long as possible. But okay, now you have artists. There's a few artists, I'm not going to name names, but I've seen them where they release a song, like whatever new release, say it was like a week ago. So they release it and then it's like within the top 5. Okay. Then let's say 2 weeks from now, they release another one and then it ends up like, in the 20s or something like that. Then sometimes they kind of end up being at the same spot for quite a long time. But sometimes what I notice is either 2 things happen. Either they kind of end up almost at the same spots, or one of them gets kind of like ditched out of the whole billboard. That's what I often find. Or what can happen is just that one song will just stay there forever. Like it'll be there for like months. Well, not months. That usually doesn't happen that way, but at least for a few weeks, right? It'll just stay there and it will just simmer. And then everyone's waiting for the next hit to come out. So it's almost like this waiting game and everyone's like, well, what's the next Billboard chart? Like what's coming? So you have to think about how long, you want to have a song out. When do you want to release them? And do you want to see 2 or 3 songs on the charts? Or are you an artist that, I'm okay with having one banger on the chart, and if it's there for months, I'm happy. What would you prefer? Just the one, or would you prefer a few on the chart?
I will be satisfied with one. If one hit the charts and like you said, simmer and stays there, I'm satisfied. Now, if 2 or 3 hit, I'm blessed. Like, cause it's not saying it's impossible, but more than one song, that's over. That's basically, I guess I'm gonna say a blessing just as well. But just that one, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with just one on the charts. And I know that just to see my name on there, that means more than anything. Just knowing that I actually did it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Terrell is saying, what genre does he drop a single for? Who? Fatal Minds, or well, his other comment was, that's why Lil Wayne trying so hard to find a hit. It is hard, right? And then what you're saying about what genre he drops a single for? Are you asking Fatal Minds that question? Let's see if he answers that. But yeah, like if you got a goal and you want to make it big and you need to crush it, why not, right? That's one of the biggest goals out there, is to be on the Billboard charts, for sure.
Exactly. I just want to do something that nobody would think of that me. Little old Chris McCray from Paisley, South Carolina, made the Billboard.
An R&B song would be fun.
Yeah, even if it's an R&B song, I'm satisfied with that too.
Yeah. Because you have a few.
Yeah.
And maybe a new one with me.
Now that's cool too. Now, if we make the billboards, we out of here. We out of here. Then I guess you saying that tour that's supposed to come up in a year, I guess you'll be on tour.
Yeah. Let's talk about tour. Because last time you were with me was, like I said, it was April 15th. It was not just about 2 weeks ago. And we were talking about like the tour thing. So have you even looked at any of that information yet at all, or still just making music?
Now my team is looking for, they see that I'm working hard on my music. Yeah. They just told me to focus on that, and they told me just to sit there. They got me. So I believe them. I got my faith in them. So I know any moment now, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, in another month. I'm pretty sure my mentor gonna call me and gonna say, I did it. I know he is. It don't never fail, because he been doing it ever since I started. I got this feeling back, and he been on like the warpath with me since. Like he been on me since, like shocking me with new this, and I just got this, and I got this person to talk to this and that, and like I can't say what's gonna happen. All I know is that tour gonna happen eventually. Yeah. And like he told me that, he just said, let him do his job, and I'm gonna do mine. And he told me, just go from there. So yeah, I know for a fact that it's gonna really happen. Even if it got to start off small, I just know that it's gonna happen. I've been on the thing, like you were saying, the performance, getting in the club, and so right now I got a whole fellow friend in Georgia. He told me that I'm gonna go do that. I got one in North Carolina to the beach. He told me he got me over there. I got the one in New York. Told me to come over there. I got a couple around here that say that, but I'm trying to give them music to do that. See what I'm saying? So I don't want to just do no mediocre music and go perform it. So right now I'm in the urge, like if my fans and supporters hear the music that I drop and they want to see me perform it, let me know, because that'll be the song I perform. I do it for the fans. I do it for my fans. So if they want to see me perform that song, so be it. Yeah.
Well, I think usually performers, artists that go on tour, I think they usually perform the songs that they know their fans listen to the most. So they could probably go off their Spotify and kind of see, which song is being played the most or whatever, or on YouTube and see how they're doing on things like that. Because there's usually, when they do drop an album or a couple albums, there's always usually 3 or 4 different favorite songs on there that you know, your
They
fans
perform.
have, right?
Mhm.
Or you know what? There's always ones that the artist loves too, and then when you hear them sing it and they're like in heaven singing it, it's like, oh, like it's so cool to watch, right? So
Yeah.
going back, so Terrell is like Lil Wayne is oversaturated. That's why you don't hear him on the radio. Okay, what genre do you think he'll sell in? Ooh, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been rap, like rap hip hop, but could you imagine a country song with Lil Wayne?
Yeah. I can if he pulled off rock and roll, that man, that I consider Lil Wayne, I'm not gonna say Prince, but I can say the next Prince. Like Prince can play any instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne is like that with music. Like he done went to R&B and pop, rap, hip hop.
Yeah. You know, I
Just with
don't,
rock and roll. Oh,
yeah, I don't mind the artist actually dabbling in every kind of genre because it grows you. Like you're never stopping. You're always continuously being creative. You're always like, try this, try that, whatever. Then who knows what collaborations you can do? Like you would never think like Nelly would be, you know, collaborating with other artists and be doing like,
Tim McGraw, you know, shit like that. Like, yeah, Nelly did a song with Tim McGraw, like stuff like that. Like, come on. I mean,
like,
yeah, I would love to do a song with like a country, like a person like Tim McGraw himself. What's
yeah,
my other boy name?
he rides skateboarders and got blonde hair. Illuminate.
But yeah, I would love
Why
to do
not?
like
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, maybe when your tour comes up and around, maybe there'll be a song out that, you know, can be a completely different collaboration of something.
and that's what I'm talking about. That'll be something I
Right?
would love to do. I would love to do that.
Yeah, that would be super cool. We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm good at yet. We'll see. I'm good at knocking things over. That's what I'm good at. But yeah, like who knows? But I don't mind. Like you know, we kind of said that we wanted to see how you know if you started doing any touring ideas or whatever. But you have ideas going, which is good, and then your focus is on music, which is absolutely fine too. And then if you kind of leave other ideas into your team hands, then by all means, why not? Right? As long as they know what your plans are and they got your back, then why not? Little Boozy. Fatal 9 featuring Little Boozy.
Mm. No, I can see that. I can see that. Being Lil Boosie on the track, oh man. Boosie badass. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That's something I would love to do too. I would love to get track with Boosie. Future.
Hit him up. Make it happen.
Well, I mean, I don't talk to Lil Boosie himself. I don't talk to him. I mean,
Yeah.
he basically waiting on me. I'm gonna just leave it like that. He waiting on me.
Why not? I can wait on you. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to bring up before we wrap up here?
All I can just say, just check me out. Just keep doing what you do. I want to appreciate the love again. Once again, my fans, supporters, you of course.
Yes.
Check my music out again. I just got the contest going. It ends the 6th, so please just go listen to it. Listen to the track. I think you will really like it. It's dope. Also Paranoid is dope. I got much more. I'm released a Record City with my feature with my homeboy shortly, and much more. And hopefully the next time we probably do an interview, I have much more to offer.
Yes.
This as well.
And then maybe we'll have our track done.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll be that. Matter of fact, that should be the next plan. If not, we could say it's in process.
In the works, yeah. It's in the studio. The track is the beat. It's on the computer in the studio. That's how far we got.
Yeah,
Ray
it's still
says
sitting here.
1 month. Ray says 1 month. Are you expecting us to have our track in 1 month? Maybe.
And see, Ray is like my right hand man. See, he know where my potential is. So if he told me in the month and he's saying this track, he believe in this song more than you think we do. So if he say a month, I know what he's saying.
Okay. As long as you guys are like on the same wavelength, we're good. And then I'll just kind of like follow along and be like, okay, let's do this, and okay, I'll try this, and you know, I'm down. I'm totally game for it. So it'll be fun. And this is the thing about any type of aspect of the music industry itself, is that it doesn't matter if you're on my spectrum or if you're in the artist spectrum. There's like this whole in between bit where it's like, who knows what's going to happen along the way, or what you can create with whoever. And like, it's not just one single path when you're in this industry. There's so many places you can go with it. There's so many like choices that you have, and it's just like, and endless possibilities, which is like the best thing ever. So it's like, you know, yeah, maybe the next time, who knows, maybe in a few months, or maybe on the tour, I'll be up there on stage with you doing the tour. Who knows, right?
Well, put it like this: if you're gonna be on tour, we definitely got to stop in your city. That's probably be the first stop.
Well, we'll start here, and then we'll
we'll go from there. We'll start there and go from there.
You'll have to come pick me up, and then we'll go.
Oh, that's cool. I'm pretty sure my dog Ray don't mind. My dog Ray got me. He know what's up.
There you go.
That's my right hand man.
Yeah, you're about well, it depends where you're about in North Carolina you are, but I think you're roughly about 2,000 kilometers away, I think. So that's Canadian. I gotta think.
Oh yeah, wow. That's like a week drive. No. I say it's a couple hours. I think it'll be worth it.
It's a few days drive. Who knows? It could be a party bus.
now that would be dope.
Well, you know, that's what I said. I said I have creative ideas, so
That'll be done. That'll be dope.
Things just come out.
I know, keep that in my mind. I might say, hey, we're gonna get a
yeah. You can always hit me up for ideas. Like, I'm always like, I get some really weird creative ideas just out of nowhere sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't know where this came from, but hey.
But that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, right? Well, and then you can send me beats, and you can send me like an idea. Like, you can send me a song and be like, I want to do something similar to this, but not identical to it. And then I have an idea of like, okay, then I can listen to it, and then I can kind of generate something from it and get an idea of like, okay, I like this flow. I like, you know, this kind of beat with it.
I got the perfect song. Okay. And it's in the song, and the thing, the reason why I say that, because since you say the mixtape, that makes it perfect, because the song that I'm gonna sing you the song that all I want you to do is just similar to what's in the background of this song. And when you hear it, you go say, wow, that. Watch.
Okay. All right. I'm down. Totally down. Okay, we're gonna wrap up now. So where can we find you?
Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Snapchat, whatever. I'm on any social media, all platforms. Just look up Fatal Ninez.
You're on Snapchat?
If you want anybody want to chat, you want to collaborate, talk about business, do some music, do anything affiliated with that, Fatal Ninez is the one, the guy.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
And yeah, we'll talk some more, and then we'll figure out when the next little thing will be and all that. Yes, or just at Fatal Ninez. That's right, all across the board. I did actually put it in the description of this little interview catch-up, so people know exactly where to find you. And I also put like your YouTube on there as well, so people know that, you know, where they can find you. And if they look at this again down the road, and they can go back and search up all your other stuff and kind of see what's out there and what you have to offer. It's always nice to have it ready and available, and they can just be like, oh, okay, it's scrolling, and oh, there's, okay, click, it's good. Perfect. And then they'll be like, oh, this is the interview with Cari. Okay, let's just keep scrolling.
Oh, no. See, you gain fans by just being yourself.
It's true.
My fans turn into your fans.
That's right. And all of them are probably laughing at me right now because, the one thing I do, like, I'm very humble, and I'll say they might not turn out at all, but who knows? I could surprise you, and I could surprise myself, and something magical could happen. Who knows?
Exactly.
You never know. Endless possibilities. Okay. Have a great night, and thank you for joining me. Like I said, we'll catch up soon, and we'll surprise our fans with something, I hope.
That's what's up. I got you. I'm
but
down.
You'll be back.
I'm down. I'll be back. Just know I'll be back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. A real recognize you. Okay, yes. Thank you so
again,
much.
though. Thank you again, too.
Absolutely. We're going to keep in touch. All right. Have a good night.
All right.
All right. That was Fatal Nines. He's kind of like one of those artists that's pretty surreal and pretty awesome to have around. And it's good to see he is consistently being creative, even though he's at home and working so hard. He's got so much music coming out. So I hope you guys will go and check him out. He's all across the board platforms at Fatal Nines, of course. Please also make sure that you guys are following me here on Facebook so that you guys can watch all the other interviews that are coming up and slap on your notifications so that you know when I'm on, because it's not always the same time. I did have the contest last week, and I was on at 8 o'clock, and tonight with most of my interviews, I've been trying to do them at 7 o'clock at night here so that it's a little bit earlier and people can watch them and enjoy them, and of course enjoy the rest of their night as well. And also you can find me on Instagram at underground_radio_C. I'm also on Twitter, Underground Radio C. So you can find me there. Please follow, like, love, share. If you see any artists that I've interviewed in the past or recently that, if you're an artist yourself, you want to reach out to them and do some collaborations with, feel free to message me, or you can message the artists themselves, because that's what this is about, is the connections, and it's about getting awareness out there that there's a lot of artists that are really willing to work with a lot of different artists, even if it's a different genre. Sometimes they're just like, this is going to be amazing, and I want to work with you and make something magical happen. Who knows what's going to happen. So that's what this is really all about, is about you guys and bringing music to you and bringing new stuff all the time and making just this, like I said, the magic happen, really. That's really the word. It is. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you're staying safe out there. Those of you that are in Calgary, it's been gorgeous out. So I hope you guys have been out there, even getting some sun and enjoying your time with your families and things like that. Reach out anytime, guys. I'm here as well if anyone needs to ever chat. If you're feeling down or things like that, it can happen through these times. Feel free to, there's other people too, like your friends, family, reach out to them too in these times. But if you're an artist, stay working, stay creative. There's lots of things to do, lots of people to collaborate with. And again, feel free to reach out. Have a great night. Thank you again for joining me tonight. I probably have another interview coming up in the next couple of days, so hopefully you'll stay tuned. There's always things popping up. You never know what's going to happen next right here. So have a great night, guys. Thanks again for joining.